So I like to think that I'm, a pretty reasonable person, pretty okay with the changes they make, and pretty hopeful for the game in general. But this formation management settings and all that stuff is fucked. I mean, it's half baked at best. Now, why is it half baked? Well, I mean, the baked part is that it actually does work for PvP stuff, but for PvE stuff, like where you go set up for rituals and things like that, it's a joke. So this is on the test server itself, so I hope it'll change, but I figured I'd bring it up anyways. So you can set up your teams, and this is my Chronos test team, just kind of show you what I'm talking about. So you can name your formations, you can set up the things, and inside here you can go ahead and change up what relics or what equipments you guys are using for things, which looks awesome. Like this should be like a snapshot, right? But this is exactly where it starts to get not good. So we'll go ahead and kick over to the ritual itself and just look at the Chronos real fast, and we'll go ahead and upload or load the formation team, right? So it looks good, it looks ideal, we're happy with it, but then this is where it is not good. So if I unequip the relics and go back into it and choose the formation, the relics do not load on the character I had them equipped on. So this is essentially nothing more than just scrolling through your roster of espers and choosing them. That is it. It doesn't save your relics, it doesn't pull it, it doesn't do anything that's actually more useful than that. So yeah, that's exactly what it does. Now, this doesn't matter as much in PvP because you're not really changing your relics on the fly in PvP. They're mostly static, right? You got your own set for that, you got your own setup for that. So on the PvP side of stuff, it can be pretty cool. Like you're just choosing, what espers are the best for, beating this defense that you're up against, right? And that is good. That is solid, right? To make PvP a little more streamlined, a little bit easier, kind of nicer overall, like some quality of life things, right? Why can't we have that for PvE? Like most of us are constantly farming PvE, and we have like 20 tickets a day for the arena stuff, right? It's weird. It's just not good. It's like I said, half baked. Now, before we go on to like defend them or reason why and all this stuff, let's just lay it out there very flat. This works for PvP because it's static. Things that are dynamic, where you have to change often, like in your PvE content, like when you're speed tuning for a Chronos and a Pep and stuff like that, it doesn't work. It is very much just glorified, scrolling and choosing your little roster, and that's it. What I had hoped for, and what I imagine most people had hoped for, was that we're going to be able to go ahead and lock in our relics so that way you can just swap, right? So every day, if I wanted to farm like a Pep, and then the next day I want to farm like Chronos or whatever and get my those little bonuses and stuff, I could be able to do that on the fly. Instead of spending like, 5-10 minutes each day just rearranging relics. And that's already with a save option. Like we already have an option to save what kind of relics we want on the espers. So why is that not being pulled? Why is that not being pulled into the formation assistance? So what needs to change about this? We already have presets or things that we set up for our own relics. When we go to formation assist and we set the espers up, we should be able to choose which relic setups we want, and they should be saved. Then whenever we go into whatever ritual we want to or PvE content, those sets should be brought up as well. Now, if you agree or disagree with what I said, please let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious as to what, well, everyone thinks. Like, was this what you expected? Thank you for watching.